Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, and if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So the TCU Horned Frogs return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And he
is snowed under, sacked at the 7. This crowd, full throat. Stadium know it's going to be a long day. The hand to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Leaves it with the back. Sweet feet on the move. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. And the returner goes down. The Sooners offense has its first opportunity of the day. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes...
Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown Sooners! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in the game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer
Sooner!
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Bust through behind his pad. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Paul.
He's going for a big play downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something to get out.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. Nothing but green ahead. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to...
He'll take the deep shot. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to... And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. We'll see if they... The incompletion, it's 3rd and 5. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. A strike downfield. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, TCU!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful. I
agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Safe completion on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The give to the big fullback. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're setting up the screen. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Tackle is made after the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. They go 83 yards on the drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to pass. It's Street. Quarterback adapting. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Need. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. How big is this drive? Down the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here and try to get the football back to your offense?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. The Sooners get it past the sticks.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off players into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Coming after it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a short. They'd better pay it off with 6. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Dude, from 4th and goal, backs against the wall, you don't want to give up points to. I'm putting points on the scoreboard. What a play by this defense. Nice break on the football, gets the pick, finds the green grass, and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll go to the ground. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target over the middle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Sooners. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll? And it's slipped out. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive every quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Oh, ball's out! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running back goes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take it. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Keeps looking downfield. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.